Jeanie Buss' fear with JJ Redick comes true as question mark raised over LeBron James and one Lakers star. When you talk about NBA empires, the Los Angeles Lakers are always in the mix. Glamorous, star-packed, and built for the spotlight, they are the team you expect to dominate. With LeBron and Luka leading the charge, playoff magic should be a given. But instead, Minnesota showed up, turned up, and suddenly, JJ Redick's boys looked more puzzled than powerful. Saturday brought the ultimate drama of the playoffs. Crypto.com Arena turned into a war zone, but only for the Timberwolves. Why? For the Lakers, it wasn't even a fight. More of a struggle fest in their 9-5, 1-1-7 loss in Game 1, thus handing the Ops a 1-0 lead and leaving behind scratching their heads as to what went wrong. Well, Magic Johnson already pointed out defensive failure and a lack of physical play that led to their debacle. JJ Redick faces a concerning turn as critics begin to question LeBron James and another star. Recently, Hoops Tonight host Jason Timpf joined Colin Cowherd on the Colin Cowherd podcast. And surprisingly enough, they agree with what Magic Johnson had to say about JJ Redick and co. after Game 1. To begin with, Bron scored 19 points and played an all-around role on the court. Meanwhile, Austin Reaves seemingly struggled with 16 points. I was really shocked by the lack of energy. A little criticism to JJ Redick. I kept thinking they played with a little bit more energy in the second half. I thought for spurts, Cowherd pointed out. But this was, in football terminology, kind of a butt-kicking. Physicality, intensity, Minnesota took it to the Lakers. They were just a much more energized team. A little surprised the Lakers didn't shift into another gear. The Lakers allowed the Minnesota Timberwolves to shoot over 51%, whereas they limited themselves to somewhere around 39.8%. And defensively, Redick's strategies failed. Meanwhile, Jason Timpf called out the Lakers for their inconsistent energy, especially in crucial games. He contrasted them with focused teams like OKC, who treat every playoff game like the first step toward a championship. Timpf took his criticism to the next level and said, "There were 3 teams I watched over the weekend that looked really unprepared for playoff intensity. It was the Bucks, the Grizzlies, and the Lakers. They looked just really unprepared for the intensity, stretching even down to LeBron and Austin. Was it exhaustion that settled down on JJ Redick's team? Or was it a bout of nervousness for Game 1? Either way, LeBron James and AR are under the microscope because, well, let's face it, everyone expects the absolute best from them, while Luka Doncic chipped in 37 points. Moreover, the Akron Hammer is chasing his 5th ring in his 22nd year in the league, so you can guess why he's being scrutinized here. Jason Timpf added some more concerning input that the Lakers HC must pay attention to. He noted, "I'll feel better about chalking up what happened Saturday night as a lack of intensity, a lack of being ready. But if it's halftime and Minnesota's up by like 3 and LeBron and Austin are still struggling, that's where I'm going to be sitting there like, the Lakers are in a world of trouble. The Minnesota physicality never lets up. It just keeps coming until the end of Game 7. You have to find a way to survive it." A much-needed lesson before Game 2. Most likely so. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Lakers boss, Jeanie Buss, seems to be worried about JJ Redick's future with the franchise. What if the outcome at the end of Round 1 of the 2025 playoffs is the same as last year? Will the 40-year-old rookie coach face the same fate? Jeanie Buss opens up about her concerns on Redick's future. Right after the 2023-24 season, everyone expected the Lakers to go big with an experienced coach. Instead, Jeanie Buss and Rob Pelinka made a bold move. They picked JJ Redick, a former Laker with only youth coaching on his resume. While Pelinka loved his vision, Buss had her doubts but trusted his call. "What I did was talk to people about, just the things that I was concerned about," meaning a first-year coach. "I don't want to keep having to change coaches if things don't work out," Buss told in her recent interview with SiriusXM. Jeanie Buss shared that she was looking for a long-term leader with a clear vision. Although she had never met JJ Redick before, strong feedback and her trust in Rob Pelinka's judgment gave her confidence in the hire. Now, the Lakers rolled the dice on JJ Redick, but Game 1 felt more like a warning than a win. With LeBron James under pressure, Austin Reeves off rhythm, and Minnesota flexing hard, the heat is on. Jeanie Buss wanted long-term magic, but if things go south early, even bold bets get second-guessed. Now, all eyes are on Game 2.